The greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arkansas Razorbacks taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Washington Huskies. 48 Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Be changing the route. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. He's going to take a shot. He's got it on the right. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Husky. Once he got to home, it was over.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Hill. He's close to the first down, and they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Just going to keep it after the snap. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. High formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Touchdown, Arkansas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
I love this tight end because, man, he's a weapon in the passing game. Big guy, big target, and he has a lot of ability after the catch. You saw it on that touchdown.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go turning it on. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn that field, and you saw that right there. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's McMillan. Got his man. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Makes the catch. It's Green.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the grab. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And that's why, as a defense, you can stay in your base personnel because of that linebacker. You don't have to substitute DBs to take on these receivers out in space. This linebacker is quick, he's athletic, and
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he fires. On target over the middle. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely...
He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Have a day. We're in the first quarter, and already he's over 100 yards receiving.
This is ridiculous. Obviously, this coaching staff, they made a concerted effort and decision to get this guy involved.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Husky!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Southern Miss went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Golden Eagles team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the Sun Belt is right now, and man, what a difference.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch play?
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Fitted in the window for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over.
Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up. It's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. They'll get this drive started from the 29. To the air, it's McMillan. He'll take a deep shot here. Makes the grab on the shot. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the end zone. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And he took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing the go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch. He does it in a big moment here in this game.
And he had the extra point to finish the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. DB's right up on the receivers. Going right to work up top. Finds his man. It's Hill. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Green. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They get to him as he throws. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And this is an offense that really relies on its running game on that second down call, giving it to the back, letting him find a way to go get a first.
And the Razorbacks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Trying to barrel in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Touchdown, Arkansas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort.
He's going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Direct snap. Touchdown, Washington! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self. Kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it. Kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Catch in the middle. It's Peters. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Shakes off the defender. Touchdown, Huskies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Spirited matchup with ramifications inside CUSA today, guys. Here's how it finished up. Boston College showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong. But the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. A busy day in CUSA, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Shoots it to the left. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Got him downfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. This proficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear and one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles. Those guards and centers have to work together. You got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Looks as if he's going to run it. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Under fire! Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. His defense needed this bad.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks into the open. They've got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hitting 1,500 yards, that speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Quarterback moving. Rolling right and going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that was a good effort. That was a good throw, good catch, but he just ran out of real estate. And if I'm a QB, you want to miss outside. You definitely don't want to miss inside, but, man, he didn't miss by much.
Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Zings it complete to the right. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense will have to use its first timeout on the half. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gonna let it fly. He's got it. He got a foot down along that left sideline. You know what it takes to make a throw like that.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He lets one fly deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Send that offense back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half.
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Back to pass, it's McMillan. Finds the tight end.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Peters. Lowers those pads. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You can't give points away when you're a QB. You have to understand, I got to be aggressive, and it's tough in the red zone because those are really tight windows. But, man, the one thing I cannot do is turn the football over. I got to make sure I get points. Really poor decision. Great play by the defense.
from the gun. They'll try to impose their will. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window, and the intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants to take the top off. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Green. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hauls it in. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
They just keep firing. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm thinking about shipping this defensive end with running backs. I'm leaving my tight ends in to help this tackle because we cannot block him. He's already got 2 sacks.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas State just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory, and that's really the standard there in San Marcos. They'll enjoy this one all week. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. He unleashes a long one. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot.
Well, the good news is after that second pick of the 3rd quarter now for this guy, they're still winning the game, but they are living dangerously right now. And they can't expect to hold on to that. This guy keeps making bad decisions like we've seen here now in the first period of the second half.
And it's got to be frustrating because you always talk about taking care of the football, and you've got to lead in the second half. You need your quarterback to play smart.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's McMillan. He rifles one deep down the middle. He's got an open man. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husky.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Opening play of the drive from the 39. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. And he was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabs it in the middle.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
This is a designed run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a lack of effort by the quarterback there on that design run. He tried to stretch out and get the first, just couldn't quite make it.
We reach the break. Arkansas has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Second down, he'll throw it. With the catch, it's Hill. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. Instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Shotgun snap on third down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
The this offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots, and a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Razorbacks are on the move. They send the tight end in motion. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back. He's looking at his playlist. He's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops. You get them to 3rd down. You get into those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
To the air on 2nd down. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. The 50, the 40, the 20. They finally get him down with a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He wants it all. Touchdown, Washington! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And just like that, the game has completely changed, right? The defense comes away with a huge turnover, and the offense able to cash it in, capitalize by scoring a touchdown, so they've now got the lead. Not a lot of time left, but it feels like all the momentum is now on their side.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panic. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And it's okay that that ball's incomplete. It's important this offense comes out and they show that they want to be aggressive. They show that they're willing to take shots. They're going to try and take the top off of this defense. Not able to connect on that one, but that will not be the last deep ball we see in this game.
Going to swing it on second down. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Man, I've been there. This is one of those games you just want to forget right away and turn the page. 4 picks now thrown by this guy, and you're just not able to make your reads. Things aren't clicking. You're not seeing the field, and the ball's not coming out right. Next week cannot come soon enough for him, I can tell you that.
They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Huskies, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. On first down from the 13-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Dropping back, it's McMillan. He caught it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Huskies! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Taking it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Washington. The defense putting points on the board. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
And that's going to make the defensive coordinator happy because he's just hoping his defense can get off the field there on fourth down. Just get a stop, get a tackle, bat the ball away. We're going to pick it off, and we're going to take it to the house. Great play.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab. It's Green. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Pocket breaking down. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.